Welcome back. In the previous part, we learned the truth about Tipo, and Tipo's memory circuits were also taken. So Tipo, that we knew, has long gone. But Tipo may return, we shall see. But anyway, Elize's stalker.
So what's the deal with that giant guy in Elize? Is that her stalker or something?
What's a stalker?
It's like when someone's super obsessed with everything you do and follows you around.
I see. So you would be Jude's stalker, for example.
Ouch.
What? Milla, how could you?
Doesn't it seem like that man knows the truth about Elize's past?
Zhao seemed very concerned about Elize's well-being, but I don't know why.
Zhao, you say? I've heard that name before.
He might be a warrior of some renown. He has a remarkable talent for controlling monsters.
Interesting.
Clearly he's from, I can't even remember the name of the enemy sides. It's like, this side. You know the one. Rashugal, that was it. I finally remember it when the scene ends. Alright, so we want to return to the city there. So, Yandu. So, Royal Hunting Grounds entrance.
Something on your mind?
Huh?
You haven't been yourself since we spoke to Zhao.
Yeah.
I heard you followed the bad guys into the hunting grounds. I was worried.
And what are you doing here?
Well, it was an eventful manhunt, but we made it back in one piece. I'm so sorry you all got dragged into this. What a horrible coincidence.
Yes. Coincidence.
Isla, you can drop the act.
What do you mean? I really was worried about you. Why would I lie about that? Jude, what are you saying?
I'm saying it was no coincidence we met Isla. Remember what those locals told us when the bell rang for the finals? At tournament time, any outsiders are either combatants or spectators.
Right. I recall what she said when she came to help us.
You folks don't look like you're from around here. What brings you to town?
No one here would need to ask that. Not at tournament time. You were ordered to make contact with us by Exodus.
Very, very flimsy. What's the term? I wouldn't say evidence to go on. Is it another word or words for evidence there, please?
Isla, that's not true, is it?
Reasoning?
They said you'd never find out. They promised. But I had no choice in the matter.
They blackmailed you, didn't they? They know your secret.
Your former occupation.
They asked, wouldn't it be a shame if Jürgen found out? What happened to the girl breaks my heart. But I had no choice back then either.
Oh no.
Please don't tell Jürgen.
He doesn't know.
How could I tell him? He's a good man.
But it's all in the past, isn't it? Your fiancé should know these things.
You're a woman. How can you not understand this? I'm damaged goods. If he found out about my past, he'd leave me.
That's not how these things work.
I finally found happiness with Jürgen. For once in my life. Please.
I doubt I'll ever understand human love. It has so many rules and conditions. What should we do, Elize? You decide.
Me? Why do I have to?
You were directly affected by this.
This woman's actions affected you far more than us.
There's nothing I can do to make it up to you. But please, forgive me. I just don't care anymore.
Elize is all alone now, no matter what you do.
Oh no.
We better try to find Jürgen. We need to talk to him about the wyverns.
What's wrong, kid?
Isla said there was nothing she could do to make it up to Elize. But did she actually try? Is there really nothing she can do?
What could she do?
Isla is the only one who can answer that question.
Can she fix T-Po? Probably not, but we finished this quest, didn't we? So let's hand it in. With your help, we were able to chase the poachers away, thank you. Of course, it's only a matter of time before they or someone like them shows up again. When they do, I hope we can count on you. We got some horns. Just checking whether or not I definitely did take off those goofy glasses, didn't I? Gambling troubles?
Hey, sounds like they allow wagering at the Shandu Coliseum. Want to give it a shot?
Nope.
Leia really loves to gamble.
Count me out.
That's surprising. You seem like the type who would enjoy that sort of thing.
Gambling's a big thing in my hometown. I've seen it go wrong time and time again.
Oh, come on! We'd just be doing it for fun.
The folks who lose their shirts all start out saying that. It's the first rule of betting. If you're just goofing around, don't gamble. If you want to gamble, don't goof around.
So, in other words...
Don't gamble.
Only gamble when you're willing to stake everything.
Exactly.
Little dramatic, don't you think?
If you really want to play, I'm not going to stop you. Just some friendly advice.
Alvin sure got serious.
Maybe we should take his advice.
Why do I keep skipping things? I don't know. It's sort of like I read it, I'm like, yeah, carry on.
Yeah, let's skip the gambling.
I mean, that's a good idea. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Find Jurgen. I'm assuming he's going to be up near the wyvern, but so we'll scout around. Maybe we can see him in the distance. No. Right, Alvin's acquaintance?
Maybe I should pay a quick visit.
A visit to where?
Oh, did you overhear that? It's nothing. Just an acquaintance who lives here is all.
His mummy. Let's go visit his mummy. It's obviously going to be important to him, isn't it? So, he's his mum. Everyone's mum's important. It's a very simple rule, very simple rule. Let's go have a look then. Maybe learn more about Alvin.
Who's this?
My mother. She's not doing too well. I don't have a father or any siblings, so I have Violet look after her when I'm not around.
Well, hello.
Hello?
Hi.
It's nice to see you, Balin. Slipped out of your house to come play, did you? What a shame that Alfred isn't here to play with you now. Where did that boy go off to?
What is she talking about?
Leticia, Alfred's away at boarding school, remember?
Oh, yes, that's right. That poor boy must be crying his eyes out. He's so shy, and he always gets so lonely.
Don't worry. He sent a letter saying he's fine.
Oh, yes, and that he'll come home for his next break. I promised we'd take a trip on the big boat when he does.
I know. Alfred said he can't wait to go.
You know what he said in his letter? He said he hoped that I wasn't crying. Isn't that funny? He's such a kind, thoughtful boy.
Being away from her hometown has been tough on her. And my dad dying didn't help. All she talked about was how she wanted to go back home to the house we all lived in. Maybe she's happier now that she's forgotten all about that life.
No.
Oh.
You've been doing all this for your mother?
Yep. All these dirty jobs, it was all for Mommy. Touching tale, isn't it?
Kinda.
Alvin, you don't have to be like this.
Spare me your sympathy. It's all rotten in the end. It's enough to drive me crazy myself.
It's very clear that Alfred is Alvin.
Excuse me.
Got something to say?
Listen. You know that I was an orphan too, right? If I hadn't gotten involved in that line of work, I never would have survived my childhood.
In other words, don't say anything to Jurgen.
Also, I don't want to look after Leticia anymore.
Why not?
And I want you to tell Exodus to leave me alone.
I'm afraid I can't do that. Only Exodus can make the medicine my mother needs. And you're the only doctor shady enough to prescribe it.
I don't want to do this anymore. I want to go straight.
Sorry. But I think it's a fair price for keeping my mouth shut.
Really, Alvin? Surely there's something else we can do.
How could you? All I want is to live happily with Jurgen.
And you can. As long as he doesn't find out about your past. All done.
But she's crying.
Yeah, that was Alvin's fault.
Yeah, she's a big old crybaby.
We're just gonna leave her like that?
If you're so worried, go console her. Comfort the poor, tragic princess.
It's just so like, you kind of understand where he's coming from, because like, he loves his mummy, doesn't want his mummy to die, etc, etc, so he needs the medicine. He has to do horrible things in order to keep her alive. Is Jurgen not up here? I thought he would be up here. No? Like a hotel for a night?
Are you okay? We should stop and rest.
No, I'm fine.
You shouldn't push yourself.
I mean, she's going to regardless. It's like, there's no point even saying that. So where has Jurgen gone to then? We'll head towards the inn, maybe he's there. It's usually where people are when you try to find them in an RPG. So everything centers on the inn for some reason. It's quite strange when you think about it.
No sign of Jurgen.
I hope Elize is okay.
She'll probably be fine.
Something has been troubling me about these booster devices. Do you remember the experiment Noctigal was conducting at Fort Gondola?
No.
Might that have been a test of the booster's capabilities?
You're suggesting Rashugal already has booster technology as well.
That would be a logical conclusion.
That's not good. Even kids like Elize are strong if they have boosters.
If both countries were to wage war with booster-equipped soldiers, it would be a catastrophe unlike any the world has ever seen.
Would they really risk having such a destructive war?
You know it.
Noctigal might. He seems convinced that he could actually win.
Especially since he has the Lance of Kresnik.
Oh, here you are. Isla told me you were back in town. I'm so relieved to find you safe.
Thanks.
Are the wyverns you promised us ready to ride yet?
Yes, but there's a hitch. Now that we're on the brink of war, we can't fly the wyverns without royal permission.
There's always something.
For that, I'll need to head to the capital, Canbelar.
Hey, maybe we should warn the King of Azul how ugly things will get if war breaks out.
The king does seem pretty popular. Do you think maybe he'd fight alongside us?
No.
Whoa, hold on. This is a war we're talking about here, not a tavern brawl.
I'd like a face-to-face chat with the king myself, but for a different reason. I want to ask him for the truth behind the laboratory. It's crucial that we meet the King of Azul. We'll head for Canbelar right away.
Okay. I'll get my things together.
What does Milla mean by the truth behind the laboratory?
Apparently, Elize wasn't the only kid they kept at that place. Lots of other children were brought there too.
Did Zhao tell you that?
If the king truly wishes to protect his people, he'll give me the answer I seek. If he gives me the wrong answer, I'll remind him of his duty. I'll make him swear to never resort to such methods again, by any means necessary.
With my blade.
Good idea. Let's go pick the king's brain.
With her blade.
Oh, I just remembered. All our luggage is back at the inn.
Let us go fetch it.
It's like poor Elize. She's been through so much.
I'll catch up with you in a bit.
Alvin. You did well back there.
Damn it.
Well, I was prepared to honor my promise. Keep the faith, oh hallowed spirit.
That's the takeaway. He kept his promise.
Never a dull moment with that guy.
Soon enough, I'll have to prepare myself too.
Huh?
I am strong enough to destroy the Lance of Kresnik as I am now, without the Force power.
Wait, you sure it's a good idea to destroy it with the 4 great spirits still trapped inside?
They would likely not survive. They would lose their forms and disintegrate.
But I thought the 4 great spirits couldn't die.
Eventually, new great spirits will appear to take their place. But they will be a different 4, with different wills.
So that means the 4 great spirits that you know, the ones that were always with you, they would just disappear?
Yes, but we have to think about the greater good at this point.
A spirit's personality and memories are unimportant. What matters is a spirit's existence itself. Still, I doubt the 4 will forgive me for this.
You really care about all spirits, don't you? Not just the great 4, but the lesser spirits too.
Not just spirits, humans as well. To me, all lives, human and spirit, are equal and precious.
Was he nodding off?
Let's head for Canbelar.
That was it. That was your input to the scene. Oh, Exodus' shadow.
It seems that Exodus has slipped through our fingers.
There's nothing we can do about that now. They must be as desperate as we are, given their behavior.
And what do you intend to do about Alvin?
If we send him away, he'll only follow us, and we can't neutralize him by force without risking our own lives. Therefore, the safest solution is to keep him where we can see him. Besides, for good or for ill, that man has the power to change the circumstances of any situation. That is not a power to be dismissed lightly.
Nor is the wisdom of the Lord of Spirits.
Indeed. Oh, nostalgia for Nia Kara.
Do you ever think about Nia Kara?
Nope.
Ivor will protect it in my absence. There's no need to worry about the village's safety.
Oh, I wasn't asking about that. What I meant is, do you ever get homesick?
Oh. Sometimes I do miss the purity of Nia Kara air.
Well, if you ever want to go back, just say the word.
And what is the word? Bajango. Don't know what Bajango means, but it's a word. It means you want to go back to Neokara. Yep. Bajango, though. Is that like an actual word? Like, someone look that up. Has someone already used the word Bajango? Maybe it means something we don't know. Maybe. It's entirely possible. It's entirely possible. I've never heard it before, but you never know. It's like bizarro. Although I think there's a word. Ooh, it's quite chilly here. It's quite chilly. Let's take out one of these dragons and things. Oh, the amazing and cumbersome human body.
What I wouldn't do to be in front of a warm fireplace right now.
I'd certainly kill for a nice steaming bowl of stew.
Ooh, you'd kill for stew? For once, I understand exactly what you mean.
Milla, isn't your stomach cold?
It's fine.
Oh dear.
Oh, mucus!
Calm down.
Looks like you're having fun over there.
I am. The human body is truly a cumbersome thing.
Anyway, who's ready to eat?
Us? It's quite weird. We'll watch the next skit when we've done this.
Here we go again.
Indeed.
Die! Whirling assault! Die! Whirling assault!
I do wonder whether or not we'll get Tipo back there. I can see Tipo being mentioned quite a bit. It's just like, oh, poor Tipo. Poor Elize. The best way of putting it. Oh, damn it.
Always one step ahead.
Hey, don't break their guard.
Sharpen the wind.
Dance upon the wind.
Onward.
Indeed. That was quite impressive though, wasn't it? So where was that skit? There we go.
Attack!
Jude told me that normally the 4 great spirits follow you everywhere. Is that for real?
Nah, I made it up.
Yes, but...
No way! So how does it feel to command them?
I'm not sure how to answer that. They've always been with me, so it just feels... normal.
They're always with you, huh? So I guess it's like Elize and Tipo.
Interesting. So Elize may feel the same way about Tipo as I feel about the 4. When you put it that way, the way I've treated her seems quite insensitive.
No.
What's wrong?
No, it's nothing. I can't afford to get swept up in sentiment at a time like this.
Huh? Let's take you out. We'll get that chest as well.
Ready, Tipo?
Got some guys.
Try fire!
Clearly though, like some of the battle quotes are intended for a different Tipo. Because there she's way too happy. Or maybe she's forgotten what's going on. Entirely possible.
I shall provide support.
Please keep them going.
Time to go to work.
Dance upon
Don't
the
get
wind.
lazy.
This is the power of Maxwell.
Is it? I just thought it was the power of leveling up, but okay. Let's get you, because we've not had one of you. Your funny hat. Get you from behind. There we go.
Always one step ahead.
Try fire!
Ow.
Impressive.
Time! Sharpen the wind.
Dance upon the wind.
No. Completely missed.
It's time!
Understood.
Fatal detonation. Please keep them away.
This is the power of Maxwell.
You said that last time. You got 1 XP there. 1 XP left to get with Rowen, I think it was at the bottom. I'm not 100%. It might be Alvin. Gotta look. It was Alvin. 1 XP until he levels up. 1. I hate it when stuff like that happens. It's like, just level up. Just, come on. All we need is just a little bit of a push and we're there. We'll just charge on straight through. It's like, we've pretty much done one of every enemy in this area now. So it's just sort of getting to the end. Just pick up little items along the way though. So we can still do with them. We'll ignore the one on the tree.
is cold. Oh, Elise.
You never call me Ellie anymore.
Oh, poor Elize. Just feels really wrong. Ambidextrous. Alright.
I'm impressed with your ability to handle a different weapon in each hand.
When I was a kid, I was left-handed, so I worked at strengthening my right arm instead.
That shows good combat sense. I imagine you needed special training to learn how to wield a sword with your offhand.
That must have been tough.
No, it had nothing to do with combat, just part of my daily life. You know me, always a girl on each arm.
Really?
And it would be rude to handle each of them differently.
What? And here I was starting to respect you.
I'm leaving.
Are 2 arms even enough for you?
With a woman of your stature, maybe not.
Good. I'd hate for you to think that you can handle me with just 1.
Ouch. Stop. Properly going at him there. Right, so, are we there yet? Right, there's the gate over there. Finally arrived, heading through this wilderness. This ice desert. Or just a desert, I suppose. It's not really a desert. Because it has snowfall, so it can't be a desert, can it? What's the definition of a desert again? I don't think this would count as a desert, would it? I don't know. It's a strange thing. I'm waiting for someone to define a desert for me now, and it's like, but that won't happen for a while. So, how does that work in my head? I don't know.
Wow, and I thought Shandu was in Hotburg. Look at this place.
The spirit faith is stronger here in Azul than it is in Rashugal.
Whoa, check those out.
That's something you won't see anywhere else in the world. It's one of Canbalar's famous mountain slide cars.
Slide car? And who are you?
What are they?
Canbalar was built along the peaks of a mountain range. Those slide cars connect the multiple districts together.
Don't they look fun? I bet we could see forever in one of those.
How do we go about meeting the king?
That was weird with Leia's face. Oh, it was him, of course. I forgot he was around.
I'll request a royal audience for you when I seek permission to use the wyverns. Don't get your hopes up, though. Many people come to the capital seeking an audience, so you may need to wait a bit. I suggest resting at the inn until I get back.
But of course.
I bet right now you're trying to think of a way to do things without Jurgen's help.
Leia's still doing that face.
Just try not to make trouble for him, okay? He's a nice guy.
Indeed. Right, I think we should end this part here, and in the next part, we'll go on and see where we're meant to go, which is to the inn, obviously. So, we shall see you then.
Humans are such tenacious creatures. They can take root and establish civilization in even the harshest of lands.
Ta-ta for now.